Hello everyone, we will see the preparation of cost sheet now. Cost sheet is a statement which is prepared to find out the cost per unit, and that is the reason why it is also known as unit costing. Cost sheet is going to be started with this heading, cost sheet for the period ended. So year or the period we have to mention here. Then units produced, number of units produced we need to mention here, and afterwards we need to draw a table consisting of 4 columns: particulars, total cost in rupees, and cost per unit in rupees. Total cost are maintained in 2 columns. First column is inner column and the another column is outer column. Any adjustments will be made in inner column and we will take the amount at the outer column. So cost sheet will start with the direct costs. These direct costs include direct material consumed, direct wages and direct expenses. Direct cost means direct material consumed plus direct wages plus direct expenses. And how we will find out this direct material consumed means, which starts with the opening stock of raw material plus purchases plus carriage inward, freight inward, octroi and custom duties, means all the expenses related to this purchase of materials will be added. Then minus closing stock of material, and so that we will get direct material consumed. To this you need to add direct wages and direct expenses so that we will get prime cost. All direct expenses combined together is considered as prime cost. And we will see cost per unit column now. After calculation of material consumed, direct wages and direct expenses, you should find out the cost per unit, and cost per unit is equal to total cost divided by number of units produced. So direct material consumed total cost divided by number of units. Like that, direct expenses incurred divided by number of units. Direct wages incurred divided by number of units. So like that we will get the cost per unit. And combination of direct material consumed, direct wages and direct expenses is the prime cost. So prime cost is the sum of direct material, direct wages and direct expenses. After calculation of prime cost, we need to add works or factory overheads or indirect costs. So these indirect costs include direct wages, direct material, power and fuel, factory rent and rates, plant, electric equipment, work salary, factory lighting and supervision, depreciation on factory assets, etc. So any other factory related expenses will be considered here, and we should take the amount in the inner column. Then if any scrap is created on sale of any factory related assets, so those has to be deducted from the total. And to that we need to add opening stock of work in progress and deduct the closing stock of work in progress, so that we will get works cost or factory cost. And after calculation of total factory cost or work cost, this has to be divided by the number of units produced, so that we will get cost per unit. And after getting works cost or factory cost, we should add office and administrative overheads here. Office salaries, office rent and rates, office stationery printing, sundry office expenses, director's fees, office lighting, postage, telegram, mobile charges, legal charges, audit fees, depreciation and repairs of office assets, etc., which means any other office or administration related expenses will be written here, and we should take the amount in the inner column and make the total and add this total of all office and administrative overheads to the factory costs or the works cost, so that we will get cost of production. Likewise, we will also get cost of production per unit here. And afterwards, you need to add opening stock of finished goods and deduct the closing stock of finished goods, so that we will get cost of goods sold, and per unit cost of goods sold we will get. And after getting cost of goods sold, we need to add selling and distribution overheads here. Means all related selling and distribution expenses will be written here. So these may include advertising, catalogs, showroom expenses, salesman salaries, commission and expenses, carriage outwards, warehouse expenses, bad debts, commission of agents, any other traveling expenses or any expenses incurred for selling the products will be included here. And make the sum of all these selling and distribution overheads here and take the total of selling and distribution overheads in the second column, outer column of the total cost, and add all of them to the cost of goods sold. And this has to be, this total cost of selling and distribution overheads have to be divided by the number of units sold here, not by the number of units produced. So we will get the selling and distribution overhead cost per unit, then add, so that we will get cost of sales. And after calculation of cost of sales, then sales will be given in the sum. Total sales or selling price will be given. Then you need to deduct this cost of sales in total or per unit cost has to be deducted from the total sales or from the selling price, so that you will get profit. Total profit or profit per unit. So this is how we will prepare the cost sheet.